providing the insights about the IPM program, that is a 5-year integrated program in management by IIM Bodh Gaya and IIM Jammu. And before we start the discussion, we would like you to take you to the virtual walkthrough videos of both the campuses to have a quick glance of what the proposed campuses of both the institutes are. So I request the IT committee of IT team of our IIM Bodh Gaya to start the videos, please. So I hope that the videos help you to get a very good idea about the proposed campuses of both the institutes. I would now request the webinar would now be addressed by the director of IIM Bodh Gaya, who is the second woman of the country to be appointed as the director of any IIM by the government of India. And I would now request her to come up and address the crowd.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. So good morning to each one of you. This just reminds me, the moment I spoke the line, am I audible? This just reminded me of a TED talk which my students conducted last year. And the catchline of that was, am I audible? Because they were showing some voices which was so powerful, which was so influential, which was so inspirational. So when that student came up with this tagline of, am I audible? And we all know that this is a phrase which possibly has become the phrase of the last 2 years. So this showcases the creativity of our students. This showcases how relevant, how current, how creative, how out of the box that they are. And in any IIM, I think the students and the faculty is the wealth of the institution. We are extremely proud of the legacy that we carry, and we are extremely responsible for the legacy that we've got. Yes, in marketing professor terms, they say we are new, so we try harder. Try harder to stand up to every value, every hallmark of excellence, every benchmark which had been created by this 3-letter acronym called IIM. So when this year my team started thinking that how can we as a school create an opportunity for every student in the nook and corner of this country, every meritorious student who wants to be there in the business of industry and commerce. We thought hard, we deliberated, we discussed, and needless to say, we also took a lot from the legacy that we stand for. So finally, this year, we are launching what we call it as integrated program in management at 2 campuses, which is Bodh Gaya and Jammu. And at both the places, this, as my team is going to detail you, and I'm already aware that you must be aware of it, that since we were very keen to give an opportunity to every student in every nook and corner of the country, anybody who stands for excellence, anybody who stands for meritocracy, we thought, let's create a test which is very wide-based, where in spite of all these trials and all these tribulations which we all are going through, a student within 200 kilometers should be able to get to a place where he can give what we call it as computer-based test, which will ensure that the meritocracy prevails. And we will also ensure that no student in the country, for want of access, for want of resources, should be deprived of it. So this is an opportunity for every student who has a star in his eyes, wants to do something great in the business, in the commerce, in the industry, and is very clear in terms of his vision. We are ready with our vision. Our vision, and of course, I'm aware some parents might be there. We understand that these are young kids. These are K-12 kids. So that's the reason, we have kept learning at their pace. So rather the conventional trimester, we are following a semester system, which is allowing them to give more assimilation time. we have an extremely high impetus and high uh, emphasis on sports, because we do recognize in the healthy body resides a healthy mind. And I think the importance of well-being is, is all over. So the physical fitness, mental well-being, all these are critical points in a student's life. And that's the reason the program basically is completely tailored to that. We have ensured that we have world-class sports facilities. We already have detailed that the residential is just 500 meters from academic block. So they all are going to be safe, secure, together, learning, enjoying, living life, living dreams, and of course, fructifying them. We have very high emphasis on entrepreneurship, because I think finally the world is understanding that if great nations became great, it was purely on the entrepreneurship of the citizens. And we also have a very high emphasis on social entrepreneurship, where you create an impact in the society and you also create the much necessary wealth. Wealth, as we already know, is not a dirty word. And in business and commerce, only thing, yes, which the world is recognizing is that wealth creation has to be done with lot of social responsibility. That's the reason we have embraced all these sustainable development goals. We embraced all the good values, which has always been the hallmark of good businesses. So, and just to share, our core value is something which we call it as mindfulness and happiness. So across campuses, you will find centers for happiness, center for well-being, center for mindfulness. Because I think, again, humanity has understood like never before that these are the core strengths needed. So I know I might be talking very different, but that's the way we are. We have a very clear vision as to what we want to offer to our students. And I don't know if you feel that these are the kind of voices which resonate with you. I think this is the place where, yes, you want to be at the pinnacle of industry and commerce, where you want to create enough for everyone, but in a much more socially responsible way. So detailing will, of course, is available on websites, is available on all the possible sources. And of course, my entire team is here to share the details with you. But I would like to tell one sentence for the students and one sentence for the parents. The parents, we understand our responsibility. We know that these are 18-year-old and they need a very wholesome development to actually bloom into a very successful corporate player. And we as an IIM have been doing it for long. And to the students, I understand your aspirations, but there are new lessons also to be learned, how the wealth creation should go along with social responsibility, how the physical fitness is actually equally important than all that which we do in our careers. So yes, these are different courses. Needless to say, we came in 2015, so our quite a few number of batches have already graduated. Our PGP is already having perhaps one of the best ROI in the market. Our students are 100% placed every single time. And all those details are available on the websites. So I think I don't have to get into details. I would be very happy to answer any question if any student has or any parent has, and I would look forward to that. So once again, thank you for coming here, for spending time and being with us. And we can only reassure you that perhaps it's going to be a very meaningful learning for you all. Thank you so much.
Ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am. Hello.
Yes.
Ma'am, for Bodh Gaya entrance, do we have to give the joint exam?
Yes, for both the institutions, you have to give ZipMat, which is the joint IPM admission test. And this will be conducted by NTA, the National Level Testing Agency of Government of India, which ensures that it is fair, transparent, meritocracy based, and it gives opportunity to every single citizen, irrespective of the environment, because this is the only computer based test which would be available to you within 200 kilometers of your residence, or maybe less. I think there are 78 centers across the country where this is going to be conducted. See, the dates of ZipMath and other tests, well, I think for our class 12 students, I have a very high degree of appreciation for how beautifully and what resilience you all are showing. I know it's not easy to live these uncertain world, but I'm really proud of every K-12 student who is right now putting up his best. So if you talk about dates, well, fingers crossed. So, but then I think things are just getting better every day. And as a nation, we are coming back. The details, but what we can ensure is a very, very high degree of transparency, a very, very high degree of responsiveness. So as and when the decisions are taken, uh, you would be just intimated immediately. Permanent campus, see, we are a very lucky campus that uh, we are just within 500 meters of where the new campus is coming up. So as and when the facilities are getting prepared, we would be able to use the facilities. And since this is Zip Matters for 2 campuses, you can always inquire about other campus, which is Jammu, but there also similar facilities are being created, as you could see for, I think, I know you have lots of questions. My entire team is here to answer your questions, whether it is about the eligibility, whether it is about the content of the test. We are as a team there to help you to solve every query of yours, not just in this webinar, but at any time across modalities, across connect points. So please keep sharing your questions, and my team is always ready there to answer all your queries. In case there are, my team is there, and I think once my colleague is going to give the details of the program, almost half of your questions will get answered, and then we would also open it for your questions. I was mainly here to share the vision of the school, that how we at IIM Bodh Gaya and Jammu are committed to our K-12 students, giving them the best opportunity with a legacy and learning and the pride of an IIM brand, ensuring that we meet every benchmark, every milestone that we are known for, and to give your career a boost, a clarity, an impetus. Because 5 years, if you dedicate to a particular profession, you're bound to shine, because you would be so clear in your vision as to what you wish to become, with no confusions as to what comes after graduation, where do you go, what do you do. So this clarity is what we are looking for. This vision is what we've created. And as I said, we want to create a space in our country where every K-12 student, class 12 student, should have a very, very clear opportunity made for striving for excellence, for touching the stars, as they say. So get ready. I think this is the opportunity every commerce and um, business student had been looking for. And needless to say, anybody who's from humanities as well as from science is also free to take this test. It gives you a very reassuring career, and with um, something which is very, very unique. So thank you so much. And let me now hand it over to my colleague, Tina. And I think she would run you through the course curriculum so that you exactly know what you are lined up for. And we've ensured that this curriculum gives you enough window to, to develop every aspect of yours. As I mentioned, there are hardcore business accounts, commerce, psychology, all kinds of courses, along with a course on happiness, along with how do we create a meaningful difference in our lives and in lives of others. So welcome to these campuses. And yes, so those who want to become social entrepreneurs, free to do. Those who want to become investment bankers, free to do. Those who want to become HR practitioners, well, that's a world. And those who want to be absolutely great marketers, this is the place. So, needless to say, a great career, a great promise is awaiting you all. Thank you so much.
Tina ma, you can start, ma.
So thank you so much, ma'am. Well, listening to you and the way you have explained, I think most of the questions are being answered for the parents and their queries and doubts have been resolved. But as I am also a team member and as I'm a part of it, so I would like to give you a walkthrough. I would like to share what we have to offer to the students who will be graduating this year and who will be stepping into the world of the business. So the idea of IPM is actually foundation on two concepts. Or let's say the foundation of IPM is two, that is merit and the changing dynamics, the need of the professionals, what they want from these business or say corporate leaders who will be graduating. So we entirely dedicated our program to that, addressing the need and understanding what students have come. So the brand which we are trying to build or the brand which we are a part of, so it's actually the archetype of IIM. And when IIM comes to our mind, it has that trust factor which is imbibed in it. So we blindly follow that this is IIM, so what do I have to worry about? Everything is being taken care of. So that is what the trust factor we have. Now the idea of this program is to build on that grand heritage of IIMs, what we have to offer. So as ma'am has already mentioned, that we are trying to give you what we have, that is in terms of curriculum, what we have designed for the students. Apart from that, we are trying to address the physical and the mental well-being of the students. So currently, the need of the hour, as we have been witnessing the pandemic, and we have noticing what well-being is to us. So students who are tender minds, who are young souls and very dynamic in approach, so we are trying to build, we are trying to foster that in them. Now apart from that, the institutions which we are trying to give or we are trying to let's say share with one another, it is well connected, and from students mind it is providing all the in-house capacities. So from parents perspective, security is one of the concerns when they send their kids to, let's say out of the station, or to send their kids to study at a different place. So that security has already been catered to, right? Because we have in-house facilities, the academic block, the hostel, the let's say the sports complex, the stadium, everything is nearby. So it's totally secure inside the campus. Currently we are running over there. Now, as I was reading about few of the questions which have been addressed by the students. So the new campus is actually very close by. So we are actually running nearby to the permanent campus of IMBG, which is about to come, let's say, by the next year, by the end of next year. So I think one of the question has already been answered, that we will be shifting to the permanent campus by the end of next year. And if everything goes by at the pace which we are running, so maybe in the coming year we'll be there. Apart from that, it is well connected with the airport, the railways, the road connectivity. Everything is awesome because, let's say, within 5 kilometers we have airport, and it's an international airport because Bodh Gaya is an international city. Now, why IPM and why we are launching this? So as I've mentioned, merit is one of the things which we have focused upon. And second is the changing dynamics and the need of the professionals. So what the industry require from students. So the students who want to make big and who want to pursue management early in life, IPM is the way. IPM is that course which will help you in building over a, let's say, over a time period of 5 years. So it's a 3+2. So 5 years, and from semestral to trimester patterns, everything you will get enough time to learn, to imbibe what we have to offer, because we have full-fledged, let's say, the faculty which we have at our campuses, whether it's IIM Jammu or IIM Bodh Gaya. So everything will be catered to, hand holding would be there, and which will help the students, these young souls, to get success in the life. Now, talking about the course curriculum, as I have to mention, our course curriculum has been designed in a very unique way. We have divided the course curriculum into three, let's say, sectors or three pillars, wherein we are talking about the enabler courses, which will enable any student from any field, whether it's science, humanities, commerce, whichever. Irrespective of that, it will enable the student to get the hang of the business world. Second is the core courses, because we are talking about business. So it means we have to understand what this discipline has to offer. So we are talking about all the core disciplines, whether it's marketing, entrepreneurship, let's say human resource, everything is there. Then third and the last one is the enhancement course. So which will help you in building the ability as well as the skills which are required by the professionals or the practitioners. So we have currently designed a semester-based system for 3 years. For first 3 years, it will be a semester-based system, and post that, for the final 2 years of PGP, it will be a trimester pattern, which is the very much a sense of any IIM which is functional in the nation. So diligently, we have kept in mind that all the subjects and extensive, let's say, knowledge should be imparted to the students, because 5 years is a wonderful time period and it's a lot to learn from. So that's what we have designed. As ma'am has mentioned, we believe that mindful leaders are the need of the hours. The way they have been solving, the way they have been handling the present situation, the way they have been developing and fighting it and coming as warriors, that is what the nation requires. So we believe in socially responsible and mindful leaders in the coming era. Apart from that, we have rural immersion program. So there would be primarily 2 internships which the institute offers. One internship that is going to be a rural immersion program. It will be post second year of the BBA, and second internship will be after the first year of the PGP program when you enter the PGP. Apart from that, we believe in student exchange program because we need to learn and we need to share what we have to offer to the world. So we have student exchange program so that students can be exposed to the global standards and bring that international exposure to the country. So we have our relationships and collaborations with the institutes in Germany, Taiwan, Venezuela, South Korea, Morocco, and need to mention a few. Apart from that, scholarship is being talked by the students because, let's say, some of the sections require it and they need all that assistance which we can give. So we have a need-based financial system, and in addition to that, we have all the government scholarship programs and we abide by them. So we offer that. And in addition to it, we have exit options. So post 3 years of completion of BBA program, you will be awarded a BBA degree. And if you stay with us, then you will be admitted to PGP itself, and you'll continue as a PGP student, and post that you will be awarded a PGP. So I just want to mention one thing over here, that there would be no demarcation between IPM student and a PGP student. So they are both students to us. So we are just, and we would be very happy in taking them and in teaching them, so in hand holding them. So that's one thing which I would like to mention over here. Now, apart from that, what we have to offer is that the placement, as ma'am has already mentioned, we till date we have had the opportunity of having 100% placement, and we are currently doing very good. So we want you to be a part of our campuses, and so thank you so much. Now, I would ask the students if they have any questions related to it.
No, ma'am, we'll ask, take the question once it's completed from Jammu as well. Then we'll ask the question.
Yes.
Nitin, sir, please, you can just talk about Jammu. So we'll listen Jammu, what is IIM Jammu is offering. After that, it's question open for question. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Ravish, and thank you, Dr. Tina. I'm really thankful for for having all the participants here. They have taken a first step towards taking a decision and the right for their career. I'm thankful to the director, ma'am, and because letting us know about the strategic vision and the scope and the responsibility of the IIMs to cater to the need of the students, upcoming IPM aspirants to come and join the institute and be the part of the corporate first. Thank you, ma'am. I would be highlighting few of the points specific to IIM Jammu in terms of what we are going to offer as per the course curriculum, and what is the selection process and the kind of eligibility criteria for the JPET exams. So at IPM, it's a 5 years integrated program, and it's going to be divided into two major components. The first component is the first 3 years, focusing on building up the foundation and strengthening the skills and capabilities of students to be the part of the corporate structure, to understand the nitty-gritties of what is happening, how these business functions works, and what kind of things appear in the business ecosystem. So when we look about the first 3 years specifically, we have designed the courses considering the National Education Policy 2020, which means that we incorporate the breadth and depth of multidisciplinary requirements, and focuses also on the business functions area. So we offer courses from social sciences, arts, and humanities, contributing to the holistic development of the students onboarding to the campus for this program. And we also offer at these, in the second year, 2 internships and internships, which is meaningful, where the students undergo and get aware of, get sensitization in terms of what is social projects, what happens at the ground level, so that they can focus on much more deeper aspects of field work. On the other side, when they go and undertake a corporate like projects, they would be able to understand and appreciate the business functionalities and facilities, and how to use the resources and contribute to the corporate structure as well. We also have the international exchange program, and I also appreciate that the students would go outside and get the feeling of the cross-culture business domains, understand the cross-culture aspect as well. They have the opportunity to be the part of international exchange program in the third year, and based upon the merit, they can go for a 1 semester of this international exchange program. Based upon the partners that we have the top-tier universities that has tied up with the IIM Jammu, and then a student can undertake such kind of programs as well. We also provide 3 exit options in the 3 years of the first component of integrated program management, which also means that the student would also have some choices that they can leverage upon. If they want to take an exit and go outside and try to learn something, maybe practice something, and come back and come back and take another journey of their life in terms of careers or professional. So at the first year, if they want to take an exit, we provide a certificate in basics of management. And if they want to take an exit option after the second year, we provide the advanced certificate in management. And once the potential student complete all the academic criteria for the 3 years of the program, the student would be getting the BBA degree. So that is what the first 3 years, what I was mentioning about the first year as the first component of the IPM. Now, after fulfilling, and if the student would still would like to continue with the whole 5 years program and satisfy the criteria to get promoted and be admitted to the flagship program of MBA, then the student would be admitted to the next 2 years in the MBA. And as Dr. Tina has already mentioned, that there is no discrimination of any kind between IPM student and the MBA student coming from the CAT examination. So whatever the facilities, resources, and everything available for the MBA will also be available for the IPM student as well. Now, when you look at about the eligibility criteria for the admission into the MBA program, each potential student has to maintain the CGPA of 6, and that is for the criteria to be admitted to the MBA program. Now, since the life is full of choices, and I believe that that you have taken this webinar to be the part of the webinar to understand about what is the IPS program and what is going to offer you. When I look at myself 25 years back, when I was doing my graduation, I went outside out of my hometown, and there were not many choices available that time. Now, if you look at that, this is unique. The opportunity is tips. You have to submit your JIPMET application at the JIPMET site, and then you have to appear for the JIPMET examination as per the dates that is going to come and showcase on the JIPMET website. And according to the JIPMET, once the merit list is being selected out, you will be knowing about your admission process completely. Now, I would just like to just brief you about the admission process at IIM Jammu, and probably IIM Bodh Gaya would also try to explain that process as well. So we believe in the meritorious student and meritocracy, as the director ma'am has already mentioned about that. And the selection and the release of the merit is based upon the composite score, which means that we consider 4 different scores. The first one is the JIPMET score, which is going to come from the JIPMET examination. This is a 60% contribution of the JIPMET score. The class 10th marks will be considered for the 15% contribution. Class 12th marks will be considered for 15% contribution in the composite score. And we appreciate and we also promote gender diversity at IIM Jammu, and that we have included 10% of marks in the composite score. So there are 4 major components that would help you to be part of this selection process as well. We completely follow the reservation policy released by the Government of India, and accordingly we have all these admission seats are being based upon the reservation policy as well. At IIM Jammu, we have 60 seats for this current academic year, and based upon the composite score, based upon the reservations set by the Government of India, we would be having the admission and the selection process after. Now, as we all know that this pandemic has changed the lifestyle, the situation around, the dynamism of not individual, but the society, community, and business, everything. And we believe that it's not about the focusing on just about the business concept, the business function. It's all of us about self-reflection, inward journey, understanding self, so that we have emotional balance in the situation like this, and also with the part of business to contribute to the business growth as well. We have the Center for Happiness. We have courses around it. We believe that courses would have students who would be onboarding to our campus for the academic program, IPM for the 5 years, would help them to achieve their self-growth, to understand the team, understand more about the societies, more about the communities, to achieve the self-balance and the emotional intelligence, to be aware of the situation and take the cognizance of the situation as well and taking decisions. At IIM Jammu, we have all the facilities and amenities inside the campus, which will help you to be the part of the academic discourses and deliberation with the faculty members. We have a number of students, clubs, and societies, and that would help you to be the part of that, to gain about your independence, your decision-making capabilities to the next level. And there are many students who would help you, because they are coming from the diverse background, different places. You will understand how this composition will help you to be a different person altogether. I'm hopeful that if you take a right choice, and at this point, because you have the choice and you have to just go for it, you will see a difference in what is going to come in the future as well. IIM Jammu is well connected with the airport and with the railway station. It is currently located at the old university campus, and approachable marketplaces available from the campuses, and then you can also see that it's a place of temples. So all the tourists, normally come across the years, visit these samples, and we have the complete composition of people from different backgrounds. The faculty strength is really strong because they have a very strong background from not only from industry but academia, and have a good consultancy training experience. They're published widely in many reputed journals across the world, and once you come and attend and be the part of the program, believe me that it's one of the safest and safest place to get experience, to get a good growth, control, and kind of be the part of the business ecosystem. I would be very happy to answer any questions once we have a Q&A session begins. Thank you, Professor Apish.
So thank you, Professor Nitin, and thank you, Dr. Tina. Now the rest of things we will answer to their queries. So please, I think Aryaman Chowdhury, you are asking, raising your hand from very beginning. So
so my question is that we have 5 institutes that are launching the IPM program. So why don't we unify a single exam? It's like JIPMAT to get into all there. Because see, we have to pay so much of the entrance exam fees. So can we unify the single exam? It's like JIPMAT.
Yeah, it's a nice question, Ayman. That is why you see IIM Jammu and IIM Bodh Gaya jointly coming together. And Professor Prabhas sir is there. Prabhas Ranjan sir, he is taking care of the admission chairperson, so he will answer your question. Prabhas sir, please.
See, that is the whatever your query is there. That is the actual idea behind proposing JIPMAT, the joint IPM admission test. And we hope that from next year we welcome other IIMs also to join this particular examination, as well as maybe from the next year onwards you may expect that even other than IIMs may take a score from this examination. Basically, you do not have to sit for any other examination for this one. So on the similar line of CAT, we have actually proposed JIPMAT, and this year 2 IIMs are there. And after that, maybe we expect some other IIMs as well as some other institutes to join this one.
Prabhas sir, please explain the admission criteria and JIPMAT also, so that everybody.
Eligibility requirement is similar for JIPMAT, IIM Bodh Gaya, and IIM Jammu. Requirement is simply you have to be score 60% in +2, and you have to pass +2 in the previous 2 years, that is 2020 or 2020 or 2019, or appearing in this in the current session, as well as you have to pass your class 10 with 60% also in 2017 or later. 17, basically 17, 18 or 19, not before that. For SC, ST and PWD, there are a standard 5% relaxation will be there. Applying for GIPMAT basically means that you are applying for GIPMAT examination as well as IIM Bodh Gaya and IIM Jammu. After the GIPMAT examination will be there, the score will be considered for the merit list preparation. After this score declaration of GIPMAT, the admission process of both IIMs will separate. Basically, they will take care of their own process. We are together only for the GIPMAT examination. The merit list preparation as well as the offer sending will be independent. While preparing the merit list, IIM Bodh Gaya will have 70% of the GIPMAT score, 15% from your class 12, 15% of your class 10. Although as of now we have given 15% weightage, but if there will be any announcement like CBSE will not conduct +2 level examination, or if any sort of thing will happen, then we will take care of the situation accordingly. That is one. Similarly, IIM Jammu has little different weightage criteria. They are having 60% GIPMAT score, 15% 10, 15% 12, and 10% for the gender diversity. Gender diversity basically means here girls will get 10 score as well as and 0 for boys. As far as number of seats is concerned, IIM Jammu is having 60 seats. IIM Bodh Gaya also has 60 seats. But in IIM Bodh Gaya 60 seats, 60 is 50 is gender neutral. Basically, all boys and girls will compete. That is similar to the gender neutral seats at IITs also. That you can, if you want to understand exactly what does gender neutral mean. And 10 seats are exclusively reserved for the girls. So this is regarding the admission process. As far as syllabus is concerned, we are having the same syllabus on the similar line of CAT, basically quantitative aptitude. Here you will you may expect the class 10 level mathematics based question, not beyond that, not +2 level, exclusively class 10, till class 10 basically. And in section 2 there will be logical reasoning and data interpretation, and in the last section there will be English language based question, that is reading comprehension and verbal ability. So these are the examination things. The syllabus is specified in the information bulletin on the GIPMAT website that you can anytime refer. Examination will be of 2.5 hour duration, basically 150 minutes for 100 questions. And as of now, we are NTA is looking after the different possibilities when this lockdown will, whenever the possibility to conduct the exam will happen, whenever the class 12 exam, any decision on class 12 exam will happen. After that, we will announce the fresh date. As of now, all the class 12 based examination has been postponed. So this examination has also been postponed. When the situation will be right, that examination may happen, then all the dates will be announced by the NTA.
Thanks a lot, sir. Have a great day.
Yes. Any other query or just?
Sir, is there any sectional limit, sectional quota, sectional time limit?
Time limit, that I am not sure as of now. That is not mentioned. But before the examination, in admit card, while the admit card will be released, you will get all those things. As of now, NTA is working on this one, the sample paper also. But due to the lockdown situation in Delhi and surrounding area, we are expecting some delay in releasing the sample paper.
Excuse me, please raise your hand. I will be taking one by one. It's written a PG. Somebody written PG. Who is that? PG can ask a question.
Good afternoon, sir. My question first is to Prabhat sir only. Sir, what are the procedure to have the correction in the application?
When the last date of application will over, after maybe after 3-4 days, the window will open again for the 5 days. That on the website you can refer the exact date. It will be after the last date will be over. It will be not before the last date. After last date will be over, there will be a time window on the, there will be a window that will open. During that window, you can make necessary correction.
Okay, sir, on the website of JITMAT, it was not clearly mentioned whether we have to submit the class 10th result of best 5 subjects or best or all the 6 subjects. Can you please tell us about, give an insight on that?
See, it depends upon board to board. If if you refer to our admission policy, it is ours as well as IIM Jammu. It is mentioned that you have to this one. If the board gives the overall marks, like some boards provide the overall marks or overall CGPA. In some case, CBSE also provides.
Sir, can you tell about a scholarship program of IPM?
Sir, actually, I guess we lost, sir.
Yes, excuse me. Hello, Prabha sir.
Okay, I'm back. Somehow, yes, the network was lost.
Yeah, no problem.
So just I will complete that that part. If on the mark sheet, just find out if the sum total is there, either in form of percentage or the sum total of overall mark or overall CGPA. Then fine.
Sir,
otherwise, you have to add all the. Then you have to add all the subjects. I think ICSE do not provide that one. Then you have to add all the subjects.
CBSE is also not given.
CBSE in some particular year, I do not remember for all year it is there or not. Some CGPA is there.
Okay.
That CGPA is, I think, based on 5 out of 6 or something like that. If it is there, you can refer that CGPA into 9.5. I think it is for the CBSE.
Fine. Next question can be Akilan. Sir, please, you can ask your question, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Indeed, it was a great presentation given by all your faculties and director. My question basically is about, there are campuses in all these 5 places. I mean, when I went to the curriculum of each of these colleges, each curriculum is little different from each other. Now, as a student, I mean, I'm a parent. I mean, I've been reviewing this with my son. As a student, he finds a little bit attraction towards a particular curriculum than the other one. Now, how do we make sure that the admission is we get admission only in that particular college? I mean, because during the JIPMAT, we might get selected in any one of those colleges. So, do we really get to choose? And my second question is, why is there a curriculum difference? That is my second question.
Sir, I will answer this question. Sir, curriculum is different because of all the 20, even for the MBA one, all the 20 IIMs are independent of each other. They are having their own process, they are having their own curriculum. So we are following at whoever IIMs have started the BBA or basically the integrated programming management. You can expect the differences between this. Not only at the IIMs, all the national, Institute of National Importance, even for the IITs, whatever number of IITs are there, you can find the differences between the exact curriculum. That is fine. Number 2, through
so one more question to you,
5
sir.
Campuses. Yes.
The other question is,
yes,
what is the cutoff mark for each section cutoff mark for the entrance exam?
That will be decided after the student's performance in the examination.
Okay.
Since this examination is being conducted for the first time, so although we expect something, but the exact particular thing, that cutoff will be decided after the once the examination will be, the score will be released. And regarding, I think you have one more. The first question was, as of now, there are 5 different campuses. For the 3, you have the different admission process. For the 2, IIM Bodh Gaya and Jammu, you can expect from the JIPMAT that one particular examination.
It is recommended to write both the exams.
No, we are through JIPMAT. You can expect admission at 2 IIMs, Bodh Gaya and Jammu. For others, you have to appear for the other exam. That is fine. As of now, if your candidate is, if your son is having, let us say, good score, and then in that case, he may expect offer from both wherever he wants, he can select that one.
Fine. Thank
That
you
is
so
up to his. That ultimately his choice will be there.
One last question, sir. I mean, there was a concern about IIM Jammu being Jammu, and the safety was a big concern as a parent. So how do you analyze that, and what is your take on that, sir?
Sir, for this, we have students, Professor. We have student itself.
Yes.
So we have a student from Jammu. Her name is Ritika. So it is better Ritika answer this question.
Okay.
Sure, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. You can go.
All right. Good afternoon, sir. I'm from IIM Jammu, and I can assure you for the fact that it is a very safe campus. Right from the faculty to the facilities, everything is taken care of. And IIM being a brand, I can vehemently vouch for the fact that IIM Jammu has lived up to the expectation, and I'm very happy being a part of that. And being a woman, of course, being a girl, my parents were also a little skeptical before sending me to Jammu. But I think it has been the best decision of my life. So it's completely safe.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sir, now we can go to next question. Keshav Vastav. Keshav? Hello?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
I just want to ask, what about the shifting of permanent campuses in both the IIMs? I have heard that both are working in old campuses.
Keshav, actually, if you talk about IIM Bodh Gaya is in the permanent campus itself. In permanent campus itself, we have at present temporary buildings, and we have already built a hostel. So already built a hostel we have, and the rest of the things are under construction. That will be get completed by September 2022. That's what we are hoping it. Our construction is progress only because of this pandemic, little slow now, but we are hoping that it will be completed by September 2022. So if any student joining Bodh Gaya by next year, the campus will be ready. Here, Chairperson IPM Jammu is there. He can tell you the Jammu case.
Yes. So as I mentioned earlier, also that currently we're running in the university campus, but the construction for the new campus is already started, and we expect to get completed in the second or third quarter of the next year. And if we have a student also, if you want to have some kind of clarification.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's better. Ritika, you can just talk about. Ritika, you can talk.
Yes, sir. So the student life, we have various committees and clubs. So clubs basically facilitate whatever we are learning. So they facilitate a better learning, and of course the faculty is excellent. And also as a campus life, you have a lot of diverse people from various states, and also you all live in Bonhomie. You start adjusting with different people. You understand their culture and appreciate and respect their culture as well. So it is a very nice environment, and you learn a lot because you have a lot of projects where you have to, you understand the aspect, and you understand what is a team spirit. So it is very important in corporate life that you not only work by yourself, but also in a team. So that team spirit is inculcated in, the best of the B schools. So that is what I have been exposed to in IIM Jammu.
Nitya is there? Nitya?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yeah, Nitya, you can talk about Bodh Gaya campuses.
So, campus life at IIM Bodh Gaya is also very great. Like, I had 2 months of journey in the campus, and it was really special to me. The campus has all the necessary facilities that any student at IIM level needs. And apart from that, it is always what I believe is that it is always the people around you who make the memories for you. And you will be meeting here some great people coming from every nook and corner of the country, in the form of students and faculties both. So the campus life at IIM Bodh Gaya is very great.
Thank you, Nitya. So I think we have answered your query, Keshav.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot.
Now next, Yash. Yash has some question. Yash.
Sir, can you explain about the scholarship?
Excuse me, the question is not clear. Can you repeat it?
Sir, can you explain about the scholarship program of IPM?
IPM. Tina ma'am, you can answer the program. They're asking about program.
Yes. So we currently have need-based assistance. That is what we are offering. Apart from that, we follow all the governmental guidelines. So for all the people from vulnerable groups, so they have the scholarships which are being provided for the reserve categories by the Government of India. So that's we have for the students at IIM Bodh Gaya.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
We for categories, so we are strictly following the government regulation for the reservation and other categories. So there is nothing to worry. We are following strictly. We will follow the central government rules in this case. The next question can be Sanjoy Bhattacharya. Sanjoy.
Sir, I joined lately. Actually,
Okay.
I want. For my son, I want to know what is after the completing the course. What type of absorption is there? What is that thing? Actually, he's doing it from the science background, so
Okay.
I did not.
Okay, I understand your question. I say, management course. The management course is always for the any stream student can even join the management program. Even psychology, arts, humanities, any program, because we have designed the course in such a way. So same here, IPM is also a management program. Now here, what is the difference between IPM and MBA? The difference here is it's an undergraduate plus a postgraduate. First, the 3 years you will have an undergraduate program that we call it BBA. Then after BBA, once you complete the BBA, then you will be, you will get an opportunity to study MBA. Now here, IPM is not a degree. IPM is a degree of 2. It's a joint. That's why we call it integration of undergraduate as well as postgraduate. So now, if a science student like our postgraduate, if you see, maximum students are from engineering background, not even commerce background. Maximum students are from engineering background. So here also we are expecting the same. We are welcoming science student, we are welcoming humanities and any social science background student, and we are welcoming all science student. So whoever interested to be a part of corporate world, we are welcoming. Everybody has equal opportunity. Our course curriculum, like an undergraduate program, we are teaching from very basics. We have excellent faculties. There is no difference between a faculty who teach in MBA or the faculty who teach in BBA. So the faculty who teach in MBA only will be teaching in BBA also. The same people will be teaching it. So the quality is assured. And we take care of all the necessary very basic course to the high level course we'll be teaching on a step by step.
Sir, I want to know the absorption in the where they got absorbed and this thing also after passing this from here.
Yeah, see placement. If you look into that, already our director mentioned. If you look into our placement track record, our IIMs always have a 100% placement. Now here, first 3 years is undergraduate. We are not offering any placement for undergraduation. Like once you are completing 3 years, the placement happen at end of the 5th year. Once your 5th year means you are a part of MBA program. So for MBA program, whatever placements are happening, the student will be eligible for that. And here the basic advantage is here in 12th itself, you are getting a clear path. Most of the time that the students from the 12th class, they will go for some graduation and still they won't be clear what they want to be in their career. Again, they will search for what is the next. But here it's very clear from the 12th class, but we are nurturing from, at the age of, 18. That we are giving a clear path, and very high quality faculty will mentor, and not only faculties with industry experts, and we have incubation. Somebody want to pursue career in having on what is a business, and we have all facilities. So the world class facilities will be given to the students and nurture. So at the end of the 5th year, okay, if somebody want to withdraw in 3rd year, you are welcome, you can go, no issue. But the placement will be only offered at once you finish the 5th year. 5th year with the MBA, you will get placed. So that for whatever placement that is there, you will get placed. Now it's the first time our program in 5 year, the 5 year time, our campus will grow, the country will grow, the situation will be completely different. So definitely there will be a great opportunity. Any field of the management, we will get the placement will be assured. Fine, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any other question anybody want to ask? Please, you can. Yeah, Aryaman. Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, I have 2 more questions. So firstly, I just want to know that currently I'm a class 12 student. So is the 12th exam, CBSE exam is going to held before, or IIT MAT exam is going to held before? And the second question is, in our journey of 5 years, can we do our startup, and will IIM help us in incubating the startup?
Yeah, here with us today, incubation chairperson is there, Professor Amaresh. Professor Amaresh, can you just answer his queries? Then it will be very nice.
Yeah, Ariman, okay. In the capacity of chairperson, so entrepreneurship cell at IIM Bodh Gaya, just to inform you everyone that recently, I mean last week only, we have registered our incubation center. Okay, we finally got the approval from the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. We are in the process. So as you are saying, like during this journey, if you have any ambitions of working on your own business ideas, we definitely will provide you the right platform, resources, and mentorships to nurture your business ideas. Okay, so incubation center, as of now, on today, we already have registered.
Thanks a lot, sir, for answering this. Yeah.
Thank you, Professor Amaresh. Thank you for answering the query. So that's all. We have all facilities. We have a dedicated incubation space already. We have enough space, and anybody can work. We'll have all the facilities, and we'll get the topmost industrial person to mentor you to make your the idea work and it be commercialized. So that facilities are there, and that will be provided. And we also like to have all our students to come with their own enterprise rather going to get placed. We are also not encouraging them to get placement, but we also motivated them to, like, that's the IPM program. Also our case, like for a PG student, for an MBA program, they have only 2 years, so very limited time. So getting an idea and nurturing it may not be possible in the 2 year, but in a 5-year integrated program, we can, and you are just young, and we can nurture you, and there is enough time to test and see the results. So it's a great opportunity in that way, and we were committed to do that.
Great, sir. Thanks for answering this. But please answer the first question, that for what we should prepare first. Is it JIPMAT or the CBSE board exams? Please, sir.
Once a CBSE board exam, when the date of CBSE board exam, after that only JIPMAT will happen. JIPMAT won't happen before that. Okay, so we will. That is why we are not. That's why earlier we declared date of June 20. That time the CBSE exam would have been completed before June 20. That's why we kept it. So now we are yet to release the date. The reason is because we don't know when is the CBSE. So it will not get any clash. So we ensure that our admission chairperson already ensure that we will not keep any clash. So once it is declared the CBSE exam, when it is, only then we will fix our JIPMAT exam. So don't worry about that. That will not happen. We will be taking care. Okay. Any other question is there? Any other question? Please, if you have any question. Priya, yeah, Priya, please.
Actually, I want to get to know that how I'll get campus selections get done and how I'll get chosen by them.
Again, Ritika, can you answer Ritika her questions?
Yes, sure, sir. So Priya, you want to know about the campus?
Yes.
All right. So currently we are, like Professor Nitin had mentioned, we are in the old university campus, and it is a very decent campus.
Ritika?
Yes, sir.
Ritika, I think she is interested in the campus placement. Am I right, Priya?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, actually, I get to know that there is Bodh Gaya and Jammu, both are there. Then how I'll get chosen that yes, you have to go in Jammu or in Bodh Gaya?
Oh, okay, that question. Again, it is the different question. If you are in the merit list of both the institute will give you the choice to join there. It is up to you. You have to select where you have to go.
Okay, sir. Sir, one more question
Priya,
I'm having.
Yeah, just I would like to add over here. So what Prabhat sir is mentioning, that if you perform well in the JIPMAT, you will get an opportunity from both the IIMs. You will get an offer from both the IIMs, and at the end, it will be your choice wherever you want to go, wherever your heart follows. So that will be your conscious decision which IIM to choose. So it will be entirely in your hands.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. And one more thing. how you can suggest to get prepared for this exam so that we could get done better?
Prabhas sir.
Uh, there are a lot of online materials available on the similar line of CAT. You can refer to that one.
Okay,
It
sir.
will be
Okay.
having little less difficulty level in the CAT one, but it will be on the similar line of CAT. That is the thing that we can assume.
Okay, sir. And sir, one more thing you just said about the girls' reservation seats. What was that? Can you please tell that?
Uh, See, both the institute are having the different process. In some way or other, both of us are preferring, since especially in the higher education, the number of girls are usually less than the required percentage. So we are giving some sort of consensus increment to that one. At IIM Jammu, while preparing the merit list, girls will have 10 extra score for that. And after that merit list will be prepared. At IIM Bodh Gaya, we are following the separate number of seats basically. First, the result for the 50 seats will be declared. That will be the gender neutral. Both boys and girls will compete there. After that, whoever girls are in not selected in the main 50 list, he will get the chance for the extra 10 seats. The thing is similar on the line of what IT used to follow, gender neutral and girls specific seats.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Any other question is there? Anybody would like to? Rajan Kumar.
Sir, about placements.
Placement I already mentioned. The placement here we have a placement committee chairperson. Tina ma'am, Tina madam, placement committee.
Yeah. So I would like to mention that currently we have 100% placement record, and some of the let's say the brands which are associated and with us are, let's say, McKinsey, Suzlon, Tata, Kotak. So all these big brands are associated with us. Not to mention, and not to, let's say, boast about ourselves, I have already shared in the message box the placement report of this year, which you can visit and wherein you will get a detailed perspective of what we have and who all are associated with us. So rest assured, your placement is being taken care of at the end of PGP program, and you will get ample recruiters and ample opportunities so that you can make big in your career.
Is that okay, Pratyush?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Anybody would like to ask question? Rajan Kumar Panda. Rajan Kumar.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Please go ahead.
Sir, I want to know about what is the course curriculum fee, course fee.
Course fee. Prabhas sir.
It will be for the first 3 years 4.5 lakhs per annum, and for during BBA, basically first 3 years 4.5 lakhs per annum. For the last 2 years, while the student will be in the MBA, the fee will be as par with respective batch of MBA, and that we can expect it will be 7.5 lakhs per annum. This fee will include all the fees, including the hostel charges. Apart from that, your candidate has to pay only the mess fee.
Okay, sir. What about the foreign exposure?
Tina ma'am, please.
Yes, so students, on the basis of their performance, they will be selected by the team, and whosoever is willing to go for a student exchange program. So we offer that. We have currently been collaborating with some of the eminent institutes in various countries. So I have just mentioned whether it's Mexico, Italy, France. So all these countries, we have collaboration with Institute of Eminence. And apart from that, students who are performing and are willing to go, they will get the global exposure which is being required. So need not worry about the student exchange program either. So both the institute, they have student exchange programs.
For that, ma'am, they have to pay some extra money.
Ma'am, you're mute. Ma'am, you're mute.
Yes, so it has to be dealt by the, let's say, the student itself. So apart from that, because every country has a different requirement, so that will be dealt by the student. So some money would be needed, and let's say the student
Ma'am, I can answer.
Yes.
I can.
Yes.
Actually, the student may not pay extra fees, but the travel requirement, any other additional things have to be taken care. Otherwise, it is an agreement between the both institute. So, like somebody from there might come to us, and from our student will be going there. So that will be an adjustment. But the visa as well as travel expenditure has to be paid by the student itself.
So that's an additional cost which has to be borne by the student.
Okay, thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir.
Welcome. Anybody else? I think Agilan sir, you want to ask one second?
Yes, I have a question. I mean, it's about after you finish your 3 years, is there a minimum requirement marks to go into the MBA program, or you automatically qualify directly?
No. For IIM Bodh Gaya, it is 5.5 CGPA. The student has to qualify for MBA, and for a Jammu, it is 6 CGPA. Minimum 6 CGPA is required to qualify for MBA. Otherwise, he is not eligible.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Any other question, please? I think Suman want to ask some question. Hello. Okay. Any other question? Okay.
Sir, any
Suman, please.
Sir, any scholarship will be provided any student for?
Yeah, whatever the government scholarship, like we are a national institute of national importance. Whatever the government scholarships are provided for various category and various things will be applicable. And for economically weaker sections, we provide a need-based financial assistance. Professor, please mute, sir. And we provide a need-based financial assistance for economically weaker section students. So scholarship will be whatever the government scholarship which is applicable will be there for our program as well.
So yeah, just I can add one thing over here. So Suman, I have just shared the need-based financial assistant link with you. You can refer it, what it means, and what we cater in need-based assistance.
Any other queries? Any other queries? I think so. I think we can close. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for your coming here and listening to us. And for any other queries, please keep on visit our website for updates, and it will be very clear. Or you can reach out to us, writing a mail, or you can even call us, and we will assist you in whatever your doubts. And just one thing I want to say. May 31st is the last date for a JIPMAT examination. So please, it's a great opportunity for every student, and please take take the right move, take a right decision for appearing this examination. And we are there to help everybody.
Sir, any sample paper will be given to sample paper.
Sample paper will be available. That's what. Please keep on visit our website. In website, we will be updated once the NTA given the sample question paper.
Thank you.
Hello. Yeah. Any question? Yeah, please.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir. The webinar was extremely over informative. Thank you for the webinar. My question here is like if some student doesn't qualify JIPMAT, is there any way to join the IIM Bodh Gaya or Kashmir?
At present, because qualifying JIPMAT is the main criteria, because we said already we are looking for meritorious student. Merit is our first and foremost criteria for both the institute. So if you could not qualify this time, only one suggestion is if you are so precise or focused to join IIM, then you have to try once again the next year. So next year again you have to prepare and write, and then you can appear next year, and you ensure that next year you will qualify. So that's the only option which I
Sir, is there any preference given to sports, like any international players or
Yeah,
something?
as of now in our selection criteria, we are not included any sports thing. We are basically the JIPMAT entrance score as well as the 10th and +2 score, nothing else as of now. But we are giving all emphasis for the sports. So once you are joined here, you will get all the emphasis for the sports. We are not neglecting. It will be there. But as of now, for the admission criteria, it is not.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Sir, I have one more question, similar to a previous one. Like one person asked, what about different boards certificate marks? Like just I have qualified from CBSE. How should I give my marks if I have 600 total marks or 500 total? What should I put up in registration form?
Pravas,
what is your yes? What is your query? Just repeat.
Because he is saying a different board has a different mark, no sir. So how it will be?
Sir, I have completed my 10th from CBSE board. So should I put 600 marks or 500 marks, or should I keep the best 5?
What is the CGPA? CGPA is based on the 5 subject or 6 subject?
Sir, there is no CGPA in CBSE currently.
CBSE, which year? If there is nothing, then add all the 6 subjects.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Any other query? Hello. Yeah, Lakshmi. Yeah, please.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm talking from Kerala.
Okay.
My query is like the classes are being prolonged because of this pandemic situation. So when will be the class starting? Like, is there a rough idea of beginning the class?
Pravas.
It all depends upon first the JIPMAT exam as well as the other CBSE 12th exam. As per the situation, we expect that there could be a delay, not only for us, but for all the courses which are on the +2 base, like IT, law entrance, and all those examinations will be delayed, as well as their first year course will be delayed. The similar thing happened last year also. So we also expect there could be some delay. As of now, we are targeting for the August one, but that is not feasible now.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Anybody else would like to ask question, or we'll stop? I think we can stop. Nitin sir, you can have a closing words.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Director, for addressing the gathering and mentioning about potential.
Lakshmi, please. Yeah.
So I was, telling about how this IP program is so important for the young aspirants who are ready to build a career in the professional life in the business space. This is the right choice that is again in front of you, and I know that after having a discussion, clarification of all your queries or the queries that has been asked by different students and parents in the session itself have helped you to to take a strong decision of your life. JIPMAT examination last date is 31st May, and you can directly go and submit your application by registering your details as per the details required in the JIPMAT application. For any other information related to either of the IPM programs or any other information for either of the IIM Bodh Gaya and IIM Jammu, you feel free to contact the authorities, admission officers, and you'll get all the clarification queries clear as soon as possible. And the 5 years program is going to help you to build your career, and all the very best for securing your decisions. Professor Ravish, over to you.
So thank you, Nitin sir. So just one thing for me. So please remember, 31st May is the last date for application. So please register, and this is one of the beautiful, great opportunity for everybody. And please, we are looking for you for our program. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. And thank you, everybody. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Director Ma'am. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, everybody, for joining. So we can close.
Thank you, sir.
So much.
Thank you so much, sir.
So all the